Hello student, welcome in the science video. Today we are going to start a new lesson number 8. And in this lesson we will learn about weather, climate, effect of sun on climate and adaptation of animal to different climates. These are the main points of this lesson. Throughout the history, humankind has always seen in fear of weather. Ancient civilizations considers natural disaster to be the influence of the weather. The weather will still play a major part in our lives. It affects many of the things that we do, from the clothes we wear and the food we eat, to whether where we live and how I travel. As a result, the weather is of a great interest to people everywhere. Means weather influence करता है हमको कि हमने which types of clothes we wear, है ना. जैसे कि हम विंटर में स्वेटर्स पहनते हैं, मफलर्स पहनते हैं, हैंड ग्लव्स पहनते हैं क्योंकि ठंडी से बचने के लिए. In the rainy seasons, we wear raincoat, umbrella. These types of cloths we wear. In a different season, we wear different types of cloths. Okay? और हमारा फूड भी अफेक्टेड होता है. आपने देखा होगा जैसे कि हम जो भी हमारे फेस्टिवल्स आते हैं विंटर में आते हैं. ओके, तो ठंडी रहती है तो ज्यादा तला हुआ घी वाला ऐसी चीज हम बहुत अच्छे से खाते हैं क्योंकि उससे हमको वी वांट मोर एनर्जी इन जैसे कि ठंडी से बचने के लिए हमको ज्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए तो हम ऐसी चीज खाते हैं. जो हमारा समर का जो डाइट्स होता है बहुत ही अलग रहता है. रेनी सीजन का बहुत ही हल्का रहता है. डाइजेशन अच्छे से नहीं हो सकता. उसमें से बहुत सारे फंगस माइक्रोब्स ज्यादा उनकी ग्रोथ ज्यादा रहती है तो हम अलग ही टाइप्स के खाना खाते हैं. ओके, हियर अ फैक्ट्स फाइल. द वेदर चैनल्स ऑन टीवी and newspaper provide a nationals and local weather forecast for the different places. मीन जो वेदर चैनल रहता है टीवी पे आपने देखा होगा कि अलग अलग पूरा डे का आपको पूरा वेदर बोलता है कि कल कैसे रहेगा, आज कैसे रहेगा, शाम तक कैसे रहेगा. दिस टाइप ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज अवेलेबल ऑन द टीवी न्यूज़पेपर. ओके, अभी मोबाइल में भी आपको वेदर की पूरी आज का टेम्परेचर कितना है सब इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज व्हाट इज वेदर. You must have seen in the TV news a news reader greet you in the morning and gives you to a day's weather reports. Weather refers to day-to-day condition of atmosphere of a certain place with regarding to elements like humidity, temperature, precipitations, amount and intensity of the rainfall, snowfall, etc. वेदर में क्या इंफॉर्मेशन रहती है? वेदर, व्हाट इज मीन वेदर? वेदर द डे टू डे कंडीशन ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर. एक दिन में क्या कंडीशन रहेगी और उस पर क्या क्या डिपेंड रहता है, किससे अफेक्टेड होता है. तो ह्यूमिडिटी वहां की मीन्स उसको बोलते कि मॉइस्चर. ओके, तो टेम्परेचर हॉट है कि कोल्ड है. देन प्रेसिपिटेशंस, amount of intensity of the rainfalls, snowfall, etc. It is the states of atmosphere which can change at any time. Mean atmosphere कैसा होता है? Change हो सकता है. It may be hot in morning, suddenly it may rain for 2 hours. Means आप अभी बहुत मॉर्निंग में हॉट लग रहा है और उसकी वजह से एकदम से जो वेदर होता है एकदम से चेंज हो जाएगा और हमको क्या मिलेगा? वेदर इज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द टेम्परेचर एंड मॉइस्चर डिफरेंट बिटवीन वन प्लेस टू अनदर. दिस डिफरेंसेस ऑकर ड्यू टू द एंगल ऑफ सन एट एनी पर्टिकुलर स्पॉट which varies from place to place because the Earth's axis is tilted. The sunlight falls at different angle at different time of the year. जो हमारे सीजन्स होते हैं वो चेंज क्यों होते हैं कि जब जो सनलाइट है वो स्ट्रेटली जब आता है तो समर होता है यानी हम, और उसके बाद जैसे जैसे वो एंगल अलग अलग चेंज हो जाता है उसकी वजह से क्या होता है सीजन्स और हमारा जो टेम्परेचर है कम जाता होता है. ओके, मीन्स ये सब होता है बिकॉज ऑफ अर्थ एक्सिस इज टिल्ड. जो अर्थ है वो एकदम से सीधी नहीं है, उसका जो एक्सिस है इमेजिनरी जो हम एक्सिस बोलते हैं उसको वो थोड़ा सा तिरछा है, टिल्ड है. ओके, उसकी वजह से क्या होती कि ये पूरे सीजन बने हैं. आपको मालूम है कि सीजन क्यों बने हैं? बिकॉज ऑफ द अर्थ अगर सीधी होती तो एक इसमें हॉट होती एक इसमें ठंडी हो जाती, बट वो थोड़ी तिरछी होने के कारण उसको क्या होती है उसके सीजन्स बने हैं. जो पोर्शन हर सन के सामने आता है वो ज्यादा वहां पे टेम्परेचर ज्यादा रहता है, जैसे कि समर हो जाता है. जैसे हम उससे दूर दूर जाते हैं जो रेज होते हैं वो तिरछे तिरछे आते हैं और उसकी वजह से जो हीट होती है वो कम कम होते जाती. फिर विंटर आता है, देन ऐसे सीजन बनते हैं. फैक्ट फाइल. मेट्रोलॉजी इज द साइंटिफिक स्टडी ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर दैट फोकस ऑन वेदर प्रोसेस एंड forecasting. The scientists who study weather at a great depth and predict is called meteorologist. Okay, that is a meteorologist. जो कि meteorology means the study of weather. Atmosphere जो भी वेदर में प्रोसेस होती है वो कैसे चेंज होगी ये सब मेट्रोलॉजी में होती है. और जो साइंटिस्ट ये प्रेडिक्ट करते हैं उनको क्या बोलते हैं? मेट्रोलॉजिस्ट. ओके,
Whose idea was it to camp in winter? And why is winter so much colder and darker than summer? To understand this, we need to explain how the tilt of the Earth's axis affects the amount of sunshine we get, and explain how the tilt of the Earth's axis affects how warm the sun feels. The Earth spins on its axis. The fact that it takes 24 hours to complete one spin helps us explain day and night. But it is the tilt of the Earth's axis that will help us understand the seasons. It is tilted at an angle of 23.4 degrees, and the Earth takes 1 year to orbit the Sun. Different parts of the Earth are tilted towards the Sun as it orbits. In winter, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun. This means fewer hours each day are spent in daylight. In summer, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun. This means more hours each day are spent in daylight. The tilt of the Earth also affects the angle that the Sun shines onto different parts of the Earth. In the summer, the Sun is shining more directly at the northern hemisphere. In the winter, the Sun shines at more of an angle. The Sun appears higher in the sky in summer and lower in the winter. The angle of the Sun in the winter spreads the Sun's rays over a larger area. They are less concentrated, and so it feels colder. So, the Earth's tilt really does mean it's better to go camping in the UK in summer. In winter, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the Sun. We have fewer hours of daylight and the sun's rays are spread over a larger area, meaning it's colder. In summer, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun. We have more hours of daylight and the sun shines more directly onto us, meaning it's warmer. I know which one I prefer.
Next point is weather elements. When you think about the weather, you are curious to know what the weather is. We often talk about the temperature, the wind direction, the air pressure, etc. These elements work together to make the weather of a particular places. Okay, so now let's discuss about these points. First point is temperature. For many of us, a temperature is the first thing that we check in the morning in the newspaper. आप देखते हो न्यूज़पेपर में आता है कि आज का टेम्परेचर कितना रहेगा या कल का कितना था. ये क्यूरियोसिटी रहती है हमको कि आज गर्मी होगी कि रेनफॉल होगा. ओके, द टेम्परेचर ऑफ एनी डे डिपेंड ऑन द अमाउंट ऑफ सनराइज रिसीव. लेट्स स्टडी इट बाय एन एग्जाम्पल. टेक 2 balls full of water. Keep 1 ball in shade and other in sunlight. Find out which balls will be at high temperature. The water ball kept under the sun will be at high temperature because it will receive the direct rays of the sun, which heats up the ball as well as the earth. मीन जैसे कि हमने एक बॉल लिया, 2 balls रखे, एक सनलाइट में रखा और एक अंदर शेडो में रखा, तो क्या होगा कि the water in the bowl get heated because it will receive the direct rays from the sun. तो क्या करेगा, डायरेक्ट सन से हीट लेगा. वैसे ही और जो अर्थ होती है वो हमारी हीट किससे एब्जॉर्ब करती है, फ्रॉम द सन. द मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर ऑफ द डे एट अ गिवन प्लेस ऑकर इन द आफ्टरनून as the earth get heated up by the sun, and that is what is the recorded. The minimum temperature occur in the early morning. जो minimum temperature रहता वो early in the morning रहता. There is a special thermometer called a maximum and minimum thermometer which are used to measure the maximum and minimum temperature. There is a some special thermometer. It's called maximum, सबसे ज्यादा, और minimum means कम. ओके, तो दिस टाइप ऑफ मेजर में लिया जाता है कि जैसे सुबह का टेम्परेचर मिनिमम है ना, जो इन आफ्टरनून में तो मैक्सिमम, दिस टाइप ऑफ टेम्परेचर. नेक्स्ट, the weather affected by the humidity and precipitations. The amount of water vapors present in the air is called the humidity. Warm air can hold more water vapors than cold air. The humidity is measured in percent of a total saturated air. For example, when a weatherman report that the relative humidity is 50%, it means that at the current air temperature, the air is holding 1/2 of the water vapors that would total saturated the air. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना 50% रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी इज 50%, तो क्या होता है तब, कितना एयर ने कितना होल्ड किया होगा, उसके द एयर इज होल्डिंग 1/2 ऑफ द वाटर वेपर्स दैट वुड अ टोटल सैचुरेटेड एयर. जितनी भी एयर होगी उसकी उन्होंने 50% होल्ड किया है मॉइस्चर को. सैचुरेटेड, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सैचुरेटेड, कि जैसे कि हम एक लिमिट रहती मिक्स होने की, है ना. जैसे हम एक शुगर ली, हमने 1 कप वाटर लिया और 1 कप शुगर ली, तो उसमें वो डिजॉल्व हो जाएगी, है ना. लेकिन हमने और भी शुगर ली तो वो नहीं डिजॉल्व होगी, तो दैट इज अ सैचुरेटेड. तो वो कैसे हो गया, वाटर वहां का सैचुरेटेड, उसमें और जितनी मॉइस्चर उसको एब्सॉर्ब करनी थी उतनी मॉइस्चर उसने एब्सॉर्ब कर ली, उससे ज्यादा नहीं कर सकती। तो वो कितना है 50%। मीन्स पूरी उसने जितनी उसकी कैपेसिटी थी इतनी होल्डिंग की मॉइस्चर उतनी उसने होल्ड कर ली। Higher the temperature, more the water vapors present in the air. If the humidity is low, the air is relatively dry. If the humidity is high, that means the air has a lot of moisture and the changes of air are more. The hydrometer is an instrument used for measuring the humidity of the air. What is the instrument? Hygrometer is an instrument used for measuring the humidity of air. If the humidity is high, that means the air has a lot of moisture and the chances of the rain are more. अगर ज्यादा मॉइस्चर होगा, वाटर वेपर्स ज्यादा निकलेंगे तो मॉइस्चर ज्यादा है तो क्लाउड्स बनेंगे। हाइग्रोमीटर इज एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज फॉर मेजरिंग द ह्यूमिडिटी ऑफ द एयर. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट? Hygrometer. Hygrometer is an instrument used for the humidity, measuring the humidity of the air.
Humidity. The amount of water vapor or the moisture present in a given volume of air is termed as humidity. It helps in cooling and heating of the atmosphere. The actual amount of water vapor in a given volume of air is known as total humidity or absolute humidity. The ratio between the actual amount of water vapor present in a given volume of air and the water vapor which the same volume of air can contain till its saturation level is called relative humidity. Condensation. Due to decrease in temperature, the water vapor starts converting into liquid water droplets. This process is called condensation. Condensation has various forms. Dew. On cool nights during winter, when the earth radiates heat and gets cooler, then the air which comes in contact with the cool ground also becomes cooler and water vapor starts condensing over the grass, trees, leaves, etc., which could be seen in the early morning. This is called dew. Frost. When the temperature falls down to 0 degrees Celsius, the water drops form ice crystals which are known as frost. Fog or mist. Fog is formed by the condensation that takes place on the dust particles floating near the Earth's surface. It can be seen during the peak winter season. Clouds. Clouds are a mass of minute droplets of water formed by the condensation of water vapors in the upper atmosphere. On the basis of this appearance and the altitude at which they occur, the clouds are classified into the following categories: nimbus clouds, cumulus clouds, stratus clouds, and cirrus clouds. Nimbus clouds. These clouds occur at low levels. They are dark grey or black in appearance. They cause heavy rainfall. Cumulus clouds. They appear like a cauliflower. They are often white or greyish. They are also the rain-bearing clouds. Stratus clouds. They appear like thin sheets in the sky. They are whitish and they hardly bring any rainfall. Cirrus clouds. These clouds look like the bird's feathers. They are often known as feathery clouds. They do not bring rainfall. Precipitation. Precipitation is the process under which the condensed water vapors fall on the ground in various forms such as rain, snow, sleet and hail. Rainfall. Rainfall is the falling down of moisture from the atmosphere in the form of liquid water drops. Rainfall is of three types: convectional rainfall, relief rainfall, cyclonic rainfall. Convectional rainfall. When the air comes in contact with the hot surface of the earth, it gets heated, becomes lighter and starts rising up. Thus, convectional currents are formed. On reaching the upper layer of the atmosphere, the air starts cooling. Then, condensation takes place and clouds are formed. And if a critical temperature is reached, then the rain occurs. This is called convectional rainfall. Relief rainfall. When the relief features such as mountains come in the way of a moist wind, then the wind is forced to rise up the mountain. The rising wind starts cooling and then condensation takes place and the clouds are formed. Cyclonic rainfall. Cyclones are the centers of low pressure. The air converges from all directions towards the low pressure. It is forced to rise up. The rising air gets cooled, condensed and clouds are formed, which ultimately bring rainfall.
Activity 2. Measure the relative humidity. You will need a thermometer, a cup of water, a piece of cloth and rubber band. Take the regular dry bulb, thermometer and record the room temperature. Wrap the piece of cloth around the bulb of the thermometer, secure it with a rubber band and dip it in cup of water. Now wave the thermometer in the air for about 30 seconds to a minute. Read or record the wet bulb temperature. Regulate the difference in the dry and wet bulb temperature. The difference between the two temperature is used to determine the relative humidity.
Friends, welcome to Senior to Junior Academy. So friends, in this video I have brought you a dry and wet bulb thermometer. Friends, basically dry and wet bulb thermometer is an instrument that is used to measure the relative humidity of the atmosphere. Friends, it consists of two thermometers, that is the dry thermometer and wet bulb thermometer. You can see the wet bulb thermometer is wrapped in the cotton cloth and it is dipped in the water. So every time it is wet, and this side is the dry bulb is always dry. So friends, you know that dry air has more capability to evaporate, and when it evaporates it causes cooling. So friends, basically when it causes cooling, this temperature will gradually come down, and this dry bulb temperature basically it gives you the temperature of the ambient air. Right now you can see that the ambient air is basically 29 degrees Celsius and the wet bulb temperature is around, you can say, 27 degrees Celsius. So friends, there is 2 degrees Celsius difference, and this difference is known as the hygrometric difference. Now one thing you should note, that the concept of relative humidity, you know that 0% relative humidity basically means that the air is completely dry, and when I say that the relative humidity is 100%, that means the air is fully saturated and it cannot absorb any amount of water. So friends, when the relative humidity is 100%, that means your wet bulb temperature and your dry bulb temperature will become equal, because relative humidity is 100% means this temperature will also show the same reading, and this temperature scale will also show the same reading, because it will not have the capability to evaporate more. So at this time the temperature will be having the same reading. This is known as, friends, the wet and dry bulb temperature. Friends, you should know that there is one chart, this chart basically, where you can find out the difference between the dry and wet bulb temperature is given, and also the dry temperature is given, and from there you can find out the relative humidity. If you have any doubt, you mail me at S2J Academy. I will give you this chart. So friends, thank you for watching. Share knowledge, share success. Thank you all, friends.
Another component of weather is precipitation. Precipitation is the water that falls from the clouds. Rain is a form of precipitation. All form of precipitation, including drizzle, rain, snow, ice, crystals, and hail, are produced as a result of condensation of atmospheric moisture that is turned from clouds. Some of the particles in the clouds attain a sufficient size and reach the ground in the form of rain. In India, there are two monsoons period in a year. These are the southwest monsoon period, means June to September, and the northwest monsoon period, November to March. The southwest monsoon bring heavy rains in many parts of India. The northwest monsoon bring relatively light rain as compared to southwest monsoon. What is the precipitation? Once again, precipitation is the wet water that fall from the clouds. Precipitation क्या होता है कि जो clouds से rain आती है. Rain is a form of precipitation. तो ये रेन ऐसी भी हो सकती है, रेन हो सकता है, स्नो हो सकते हैं, आइस मीन्स क्रिस्टल्स जैसे कि हेल बोलते हैं हम, तो वो भी गिर सकती है. ये डिपेंड होता है कि जो कंडेंसेशन ऑफ एटमॉस्फेरिक मॉइस्चर दैट इज टर्न फ्रॉम क्लाउड्स. तो क्लाउड्स में अगर ज्यादा ठंडी है, टेम्परेचर बहुत ही लो हो गया, उसकी वजह से डिफरेंट हमको फॉर्म मिलते हैं प्रेसिपिटेशंस के. देयर आर टू टाइप्स मानसून पीरियड इन द ईयर. क्या कौन से मानसून है? टू टाइप्स के. देयर आर साउथ वेस्ट मानसून पीरियड, जो कि हम जून टू सितंबर, देन नॉर्थ ईस्ट मानसून पीरियड नवंबर टू मार्च. और जो साउथ वेस्ट मानसून होता है वो बहुत हेवी रेन्स होती है मेनी पार्ट्स ऑफ द इंडिया, एंड जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट मानसून होता है दैट इज लाइट रेन एज कंपेयर टू साउथ वेस्ट मानसून. Wind. Differences in temperature in the air from the wind. Wind is another major important elements of the weather. The wind causes for other components of weather such as clouds and precipitations to occur. In the southwest monsoon period, the humidity laden winds blow from the Indian Oceans and Bay of Bengal to plain and provide rain to many parts of India. जो कि साउथ वेस्ट जो मानसून आता है, जो विंड होती है वो कहाँ से आती है? एशियन ओशन एंड बे ऑफ बंगाल से आती है. एंड टू प्लेन्स एंड प्रोवाइड रेन टू मेनी पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया. मीन्स जो साउथ वेस्ट मानसून पीरियड है उसकी जो विंड ब्लो होती है फ्रॉम द इंडियन ओशन एंड बे ऑफ बंगाल्स. इन विंटर when the wind blow from the mountain towards the plains become very cold, and similarly in the summer when the wind blow from the hot desert to plains, these parts become extreme hot here, so the wind from the ocean bring rains. Now you know some importance elements or components of the weather. Next time we watch the weather on the news, you will be able to understand that the weatherman is talk about when he mentioned temperature, wind and precipitation. Anemometer, the instrument used to measure with wind speed, is called an anemometer. The anemometer rotate at the same speed as the blowing wind. Means जैसे कि जो blow होती है wind जितनी speed से होती है उतनी वो rotate करता है. It gives the direct measure of the speed of the wind. और उससे क्या पता चलता है हमको कि उसका speed कितनी होगी वो पता चलता है. Wind speed is measured by using before wind scale, which is scale of 0 to 12 based on the visual clubs. Weather is the mix of events that happen each day in our atmosphere, including temperature, rainfalls and humidity. वेदर क्या है? तो मिक्स जो भी इवेंट होते हैं जैसे कि टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होना, रेनफॉल्स होना या ह्यूमिडिटी इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज होना, these are all the events include in the weather. Weather is the most not the same every day. Weather हर एक दिन एक जैसा नहीं रहता, अलग अलग हो जाता है. Perhaps it is hot, dry, sunny, है ना. जहाँ पे हम रहते हैं वहां का वेदर कैसे बोल सकते हो हम? जैसे कि आज बहुत हॉट डे है तो दैट इज अ वेदर. आज बहुत सनी डे है. ओके. एंड परहैप्स इट इज हॉट, dry and sunny day where you live, but in other parts of the world it may be cloudy, raining or the even snowing. Means अब अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड में क्या हो सकता है? हो सकता है कि रेनफॉल हो, वहां पे स्नोइंग हो या द क्लाउडी हो. Every day weather events are recorded and precipitated by the meteorologist